So I have been tagged to do 13 questions. Stay tuned. "13 questions." I've seen this tag video going around, and honestly, I didn't want to do it at first, and this was not because I was tagged, but this was before I even got tagged. So shout out to Uncommon Sense for tagging me to begin with. I just watched the video a few minutes ago, and my boy Trey Sense actually threw me in the tag, and I guess he didn't realize I was already tagged. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. I find it interesting now, but when I first heard the review going around, I didn't find it too interesting, and I just thought it was gonna be too much, but it is what it is. It's all in good fun. So let's get to it. So the first one, obvious choice. This fragrance actually could have filled several spots on this list. Actually, it really probably could have filled every spot on this list, but then that would have been boring. So I'm gonna do it like this. So most reached for me, hands down, this can be worn any season, any time of year, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Hands down. Yes, it is a clone, directly or indirectly for some people, of Creed Aventus, but the opening for some people is harsh. I actually love this fragrance to death, and it will always be a staple in my collection. Club de Nuit Intense Man. Next, we have Easy Reach. And the one fragrance that I have in my collection that I know I reach for a lot is Nautica Voyage. If this isn't an easy reach scent, I don't know what is. And this is easily found in any discount store. 15, 20 bucks. Sometimes you can find it for maybe 10 bucks, depending on, if it's on sale or clearance or something like that. But come on, man. Nautica Voyage. Next up, fragrance that is worth the hype. And this particular fragrance was hyped to the extreme. And when I finally got my nose on it, it actually was a smaller bottle than this one. And I ran across this big boy, and I had to jump on it. And it is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. It is the EDT, the one. Now, I do own the EDP, but this is still one of the best close encounter scents, in my opinion. It may not get you the best performance. It may not last 32 hours or whatever you want to call it, but I get enough out of it. I got easily about 5.5, pushing 6 hours of longevity out of this. Great fragrance. Most overhyped. I could have went with anything, and I see my boy Trey went with Creed Aventus, which would have been my pick also, but I'm gonna go with this one because I've worn this before, and I just don't get the hype with this one. And it is from Paco Rabanne. It is 1 million. This fragrance is super hyped still to this day, and I, for one, don't get it. And somebody gonna say, well, why do you got that big ass bottle? Because I got it on a good deal. I actually had a smaller one than this, which was a partial, and I think I either sold it or gave it to Trey because I had this one. So next up, most expensive. I have a couple that are probably more expensive than this one, but this is one I actually paid for and not traded or gifted. And it is from Albertash Concepts, number 1. That's my most expensive. I actually got this for $150, but it actually was $200 or either $250, and the guy gave it to me for a nice price because I bought some other fragrances from him that particular day. So Albertage Concepts. This is a great fragrance, Middle Eastern. If y'all haven't seen the video I did on this a while back, then I'll do an updated video on it. But very nice fragrance. Most affordable, probably gonna be when this first came out, it was $7 at Old Navy, and it is from Kendrick Goods, Sea Salt and Fig. Salty, aquatic, has that fig note in it. Can't beat it. Very good fragrance. I got this one, like I said, for $7, and it is the 30 ml. Now I think the ones that are out now, you're gonna pay like, it went from 7 to I think 12 to 15, and I think now it's like $17. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's a bigger size bottle than this, but this is all I need, and you can tell I haven't used it that much, but that's the most affordable. Best bottle design. I could have went with another fragrance, but I'm gonna go with this one, and it is from Tiziana Terenzi, Ursa. And I actually got this one at a great deal also. I think Motivated Living sold me this one for a decent price. Very nice bottle. Let's see. Oldest fragrance. The oldest fragrance I have, if you're going by date, when it was put out, then it has to go to Quorum, which came out in 1982. And I had to do a little bit of research because I actually had another fragrance that was old, Alfred Sung Om, and it was in 89, but this one went back to 82. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now, if you meant something else by oldest fragrance, the newest fragrance is actually one I picked up today from, well, I didn't pick it up. Well, I did a trade for it, and it actually came in today. And I did an unboxing somewhat of it earlier today, and it is from Yves Saint Laurent. This is YSL Eau Fraiche. That's my newest bottle. Smallest bottle. I actually gave away the smallest bottle I had, which came from my boy Trey, and it was what was the name of it? I actually sent it to Russell, formerly of Outlaw Frags. What is the name of that fragrance? I forgot the name of it. But anyway, this is one of my smallest bottles. It's Curve. And I think this is the 30 ml. I can't really tell the bottom of it, but I think it's like a 30 ml bottle. But that's probably one of my smallest. Now I could have went with this one also, which is about the same, but I just stuck this one in because I like Curve. Biggest bottle. I think the biggest bottle, if it goes by fluid ounces, is this 200 ml of Dolce & Gabbana light blue EDT. That's probably the biggest bottle I have. And I can't remember what this one was. I think this is a 150. Yeah, this is 150. So this is 200. That's the biggest bottle. Most memories. I don't have a lot of memories with a lot of fragrances. I have some, but the one that stands out the most is Burberry for Men. And I've talked about this one before and the memory behind it. And before me and my ex-wife got divorced, and before we even got married, she bought this for me from Walmart. And this is actually what started me on my actual fragrance journey. But another event came after that actually pushed me into doing reviews and actually collecting. So Burberry for Men. And last but not least, favorite cologne from favorite house. My favorite cologne from one of my favorite houses is Versace, and it is the most versatile fragrance from that line, I think, besides Eau Fresh, but this one is better. This is Versace Pour Homme. Classic, classy scent. I love it. I love it a lot. So, not gonna drag this out any longer. That's my list. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope I gave you a diverse array of fragrances and didn't give you the same quote unquote status quo fragrances that people always throw in their lists. I try to mix it up a little bit. So with that being said, hey, here is To Smelling Great. Peace.